Hi guys, it's Noble Wolf here with you today to talk about the election and the winner of the president. So first, I just wanted to say my viewpoint on this before anyone freaks out, and I don't care what you think or what you have to say about my viewpoint and my opinion on this. You'll get over it. I believed either way we were screwed. Sorry. Lightly to put it, but either way, with either Hillary or Trump running, we would have been screwed either way. I mean, let's face it, let's be real, guys. Let's take a minute. If Hillary would have won, you guys would have also been freaking out and be like, how could you guys vote for a killer, etc., and so on. And so either way, logically, it was a lose-lose situation. No one would have been satisfied with the other person winning. We were given two choices. And we're not talking about the third-party candidates. I'm excluding them out for right now. The two president was Trump and Hillary. I mean, either way, it just would have been a huge bombshell for the nation to come to terms with that their president. And I want to congratulate Trump on winning. I may not agree with Trump's reasonings and decisions that he would like to make, but he's our president now, and that doesn't mean we have to give up hope, and that doesn't mean we can just give up fighting. We still are people that can fight for our rights even if he is president. Now, I'm hoping and I'm praying that Trump does make this a better place now that he's president. I hope that a lot of the things that he was saying while in debates weren't serious, but were things to just piss people off. I would have to say one good thing about Trump is the fact that he's blunt. That's the only one thing I like about Trump, is that he's blunt. We need a blunt president, but I don't agree with his choices on what he wants to do, like the wall and taking away rights to people that want to have an abortion and stuff like that, and picking on the African Americans, the immigrants, and the LGBT community. We're all human still at the end of the day. We all are human. Just because we have different skin color or we identify differently through our sexuality, or just because we're from a different country, we have all come from a different country. If we go back on our ancestry's bloodline, we're all immigrants to this place. And Trump's wife is, I believe, an immigrant as well. And she's very gorgeous, by the way. She's very pretty. And, yeah, it's just, I feel like some of the stuff that were said about him on the media were also kind of smoke and mirrors, because you know how the media can get. The media loves to make you look bad. I'm not saying that all of the things that he has said were jokes, because some of them were pretty serious, and you could obviously go back in clips and see that he's said obvious things that he denies later on. But, again, guys, just because Trump became president, that doesn't mean we should give up hope. No, we shouldn't. This is the time where we all should come together as one and continue to fight for our rights, continue to fight for a better future. and hope for the best. And, you know, if you think about it, Trump can't pass any bills or anything unless he goes through 3 different processes. And if one of the processes say no, then it all falls apart. So it's not exactly a set stone thing that he's going to be doing all these things. He needs to get the bills passed first from 3 different houses. And if one says no, then it falls apart and there's nothing he can do about it. Also, in the Constitution, if you guys recall the Constitution, if someone is misusing their power in the government, us as the people have a right to overthrow them for abusing their power. Don't forget that. We still have a voice even though he is president. We still are people. We are still equal. In my eyes, we are still equal. And I'm just kind of going along for the ride. I mean, like, hopefully Trump isn't as bad as people make him out to be. I'm gonna give Trump a shot. And, like, if I don't like how he is, I can just move out of country, I guess. But for now, I just want to see how this goes, because it may become so much worse, or it can become better. Who knows? We'll see when the time comes. But you guys, just because Trump became president doesn't mean we should attack each other and beat each other up and say awful things to the other people who voted for Trump. You guys, that's not right. Stop putting other people down just because they voted for Trump or just because somebody voted for Hillary. Stop. Just because someone's excited that Trump took office, or took presidency, doesn't give anybody a right to bash that person either. We don't fight fire with fire. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Remember, we learned this in preschool, guys. Come on. We're still adults here. Aren't we? If we're adults, we should be acting like it and doing the right things. Yes, I don't like it either that Trump is president, okay? Big whoop. But I'm not going to go and find somebody who voted for Trump or who is happy that Trump's in president and say awful things to them and try to beat them up and belittle them and be an awful person. That's not how this works. You don't make a change by being an awful person. You don't make a change that way. You make a change by coming together with the people you love and try to make a better change by being positive about it and doing it the right way. And, you know, like, for people who did vote for Trump and who was happy that Trump became president, good for you. I'm happy for you guys that you're happy about it. I may not agree with it, but I will not look at you as less than or better than me, and I will not make you feel like a horrible human being on your choice. I will not go out of my way to beat the crap out of you. And, you know, I will still see the people in my life, even if they did vote for Trump, as my friend and family, because that doesn't change, in my eyes, that really doesn't change the people that I've become close to, because people will disagree with a lot of things. No one agrees on the same thing. Like, we're all different. There's a reason for that. We all have our disagreements, and yes, I know we are all terrified for the people who aren't happy about Trump being president. I know we are all terrified about him being president and what he's gonna do now that he is a president. And I would have to say, I'm a little terrified too because of the fact that the unknown. That's what terrifies me, is the unknown of what's actually going to happen. And all I have to say for the ones who are terrified and worried about this, come together. Fight peacefully for your rights. Don't give up hope. Don't just turn over onto your stomach and think that this is it. You have to accept it. No, you don't. You really don't have to accept it. Either A, move out of the country, or B, rise above it, fight and continue fighting for your rights even when the world is beating down on you, because you still have people like me right here, hi, who will still be happy to fight for people's rights and what they want out of life. I want this place to be peaceful, loving, non-discriminatory, so that way my kids can grow up in a better place, in a happier place, where they don't have to be afraid, they don't have to feel like they're being judged or whatever. But we're still human. We all make mistakes, including the president, including the smallest person on earth to the tallest person on earth. Everyone. No one is given an exception on making mistakes. Like, we all make them. We do. And we're still a human. Like, we're still growing as a society. We're still growing as a unit. We're still growing as people. And just because he's president now doesn't mean that we won't have a better president in the future. We can still have that chance, as long as we don't give up and we continue on going. And as long as we don't fall apart, because if we fall apart, we won't go anywhere. We'll be stuck in this mess. We won't be able to move forward for a better future if we're all attacking each other, butting heads with each other, and hating each other this way. Sorry, but that's not how you make a better change. If you want a better change, then do the right things to do it. Without violence, without threats, without put-downs. No. Sorry, but you want a better future, you can do it without that stuff. You want a better future, then be that better future you want. And having a better future is not about swearing and cussing people out and putting somebody down and beating the crap out of them. Sorry. That's not making a better future for better people. Being violent is not a better future. But, that's just me. And I hope we guys can write it out together. I still love the people who are excited about Trump being president. I will not hate anyone. I will not put anyone down or anything like that. So, I wanted to make this video because I can see a lot of people are upset and have been attacking each other. And that's the sad part about this whole situation. That's why I wanted to speak out, is the fact that people are hating each other, are threatening each other, are hurting each other. That's not how you make a great change. Sorry, it's not. Logically, if you want to make a better change, you have to be that better change by not doing the negative shit that got us stuck here in the first place. Just saying. But, you guys can put your opinions below, please. Needs to be respectful. If there is any put-downs, threats, or attacks on each other below this video feed to me or to anyone who is commenting, your comments will be deleted. I don't care. We can have a civil conversation whether you're on Hillary or Trump's side, okay? We can still be peaceful about this. We can still be adults. I know we can. I know it's so hard, but we can still be adults, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. Bye, guys.